Scam alert, scam alert. This is me at the ATM the other day, making a deposit. But before I left, I hollered at the security guard. He a cool guy. He put me up on the latest scam. Now, people, if you use the contactless reader to make your deposits or withdrawals, just know that they got this new scam going on using super glue. Now, the other day, he told me a victim was at the ATM trying to make a withdrawal. They couldn't use their card. So a person came and said, hey, if you got tap, just tap on it and you can use tap. So that's what they did. They used tap, that made their withdrawal, and then they left. They checked their account balance not too long after and seen that they were wiped out, a -1,000 that they did not take out. They're wondering, how did this happen? This is how it happened. They're sealing that slot where you insert your card with glue. So you can't insert your card. So then you got to figure out how to, make your transaction. There's a scammer on the side saying, hey, you can use tap. They want you to use tap because if you use tap, now listen to this. If you use tap, when you use tap, you don't have to re-enter your password to make another transaction. Now, with your card, you make your transaction, and in order to make another transaction, you got to re-enter your PIN. But with tap, you don't have to do that. So what they're doing is they're waiting for you to walk away without closing out your transaction so they can swoop in behind you and make another withdrawal as soon as you leave. People, do not walk away without closing out your full transaction. See, me personally, I got to get a receipt, make sure it's closed out. I tap a few buttons just to make sure, and then I leave. But not everybody does that. Just understand, with tap, you don't need to put your password in again to make another transaction. With your card, you make that withdrawal, you walk away. That doesn't happen with tap. So y'all be aware. All my legitimate people out there, be aware of the new scam. This is how they're doing it. Another thing, this is why I don't like debit card transactions when it comes to the banks, because the bank said to the victim that you authorize that withdrawal. You put in your PIN. Once you put in your PIN, that's on you. So if somebody steals your PIN, you just ass out. The bank ain't finna give you your money back. But with a credit card, they always give you your money back whenever there's fraud. You know why? Because credit card transactions, that's the bank's money. Whenever you use their money, they're gonna get it back if some fraud occurs. But whenever you lose your money, that's a total loss. Long story short, watch out for the scams. Don't use debit cards. I know you got to make your withdrawal with your debit card, but any other transaction, make sure you're using your credit cards. Get your points. If a fraud occurs when you use your credit card, they're going to give you your money back immediately. But if you're using your own card, your debit card, and there's some fraud that occurs, that's a loss, baby.